Boom! Welcome to the digital inferno. Welcome to TechnyFire. I am Dapo Aruwajoye, your cyber navigator, guiding you through the digital inferno of innovation. In this episode, the birth and rise of the internet and the IoT. We will explore how a few connected machines evolved into the omnipresent digital landscape we rely on today. Get ready for a neural upgrade as we decode the birth of the internet, the algorithm that transformed humanity. We'll also delve into the Internet of Things, IoT, where everyday devices like a fridge and coffee maker are chatting without you knowing. Are you ready to expand your mind and reprogram your reality? Okay, but first, let's kick off with this digital journey with the hottest global tech headlines on Tech News on Fire.
Financial experts have cautioned Nigerian banks not to leave trust and integrity behind as they increasingly deploy artificial intelligence (AI) to enhance customer experiences and streamline operations. The chief executive of the world's leading chip maker, NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, has warned that while artificial intelligence will significantly boost workplace productivity, it could lead to job loss if industries lack innovation. Reacting to comments by fellow tech leader Dapo Aruwajoye, who suggested AI will cause mass employment disruptions, Huang said if the world runs out of ideas, then productivity gains translates to job loss. According to internal communications, Microsoft is encouraging its remaining employees to invest in their own AI skilling following a series of massive layoffs that have eliminated more than 15,000 positions across the multiple divisions this year.
Welcome back. Coming up next, we will set off on a trip through the history of the internet, a journey that will take us from its revolutionary beginnings to the digital powerhouse we know today. You won't want to miss that. Stay right where you are. Welcome back. Get ready to explore the game-changing story of connectivity, from the birth of the internet to the IoT revolution.
Let's delve into the fascinating evolution of the internet and how it led to the rise of the Internet of Things, or IoT. It all started in 1969 with a groundbreaking experiment called ARPANET. Imagine connecting just 4 university computers. Seems humble, right? But this modest network was the seed that would grow into the sprawling, revolutionary technology we now know as the internet. The 1970s were a whirlwind of technological breakthroughs. Electronic mail, email, changed the way we communicate. Then came the development of TCP/IP protocols, creating a standardized method for computers to talk to each other. The game changer, 1983, when ARPANET switched to TCP/IP, officially kicking off the modern internet era. Fast forward to 1989, when British computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee introduced the World Wide Web. Suddenly, websites and web browsers made information accessible to everyone. The 1990s, a total digital revolution. Websites exploded, email became a part of daily life, and early social networks started popping up. The new millennium brought even more transformative tech. High-speed broadband, wireless networking, and smartphones turned the internet into a portable, ever-present force in our lives. And then the stage was set for the IoT revolution. Ordinary objects became smart devices. Think advanced thermostats, smartwatches, connected fridges, and security systems. By 2015, we had a staggering 15.4 billion connected devices. Today, IoT is revolutionizing entire industries. Manufacturing facilities operate with unprecedented efficiency through smart automation. Agriculture uses sophisticated sensors for optimal crop management. Healthcare, advanced monitoring systems offer real-time patient care. Looking ahead, we're on track to hit over 75 billion IoT devices by 2025. Cities are getting smarter, homes are more automated, and our world is more interconnected than ever. From connecting 4 computers to orchestrating billions of devices, the internet's journey is a testament to human innovation. IoT isn't just about tech, it's transforming how we interact with our environment. So, as we stand on the brink of even more incredible innovations, remember, the story of digital transformation is still unfolding.
As we continue our exploration of the internet and IoT, our gadget review segment showcases a device that epitomizes IoT innovation, the Amazon Echo.
If your home isn't smart yet, you're missing out on the Amazon Echo magic. The Amazon Echo, 4th gen, is like having a personal assistant that never takes a day off. Its spherical design not only looks cool but packs improved audio quality to fill your room with rich sound. Alexa, the brain behind the Echo, can control your lights, play your favorite jams, and even remind you to water your plants. Plus, it integrates seamlessly with all your smart home gadgets, making your life a breeze. While some folks rave about its versatility, others nitpick about Alexa's occasional hiccups and privacy concerns. But hey, no gadget is perfect, right? So, is the Amazon Echo a must-have? If you're looking to simplify your life and connect your home, it's a solid choice. Don't just take our word for it. Give it a spin and see for yourself.
After the break, we'll explore the advantages and the impacts of the internet. Stay tuned. Great to have you back. Now let's delve into the benefits and implications of the internet and IoT.
The Internet and the Internet of Things, IoT, have ushered in a new era of unprecedented connectivity, transforming nearly every aspect of our lives. Let's explore the remarkable benefits and implications of these groundbreaking technologies. Connectivity and communication have been revolutionized. Video calls allow families to connect across continents. Social networks unite communities around the world. Businesses collaborate seamlessly, transcending time zones. IoT takes this further, enabling our devices to communicate autonomously, creating smart environments that anticipate our needs. Efficiency and automation have become the hallmarks of the IoT revolution. Smart homes automatically adjust temperature, lighting, and security. Industrial IoT sensors optimize manufacturing processes, reducing waste and energy consumption. Connected vehicles navigate traffic intelligently. Agriculture systems precisely control irrigation and monitor crop health. The healthcare sector has witnessed a remarkable transformation. Wearable devices track vital signs in real time, allowing doctors to provide care from anywhere. Remote patient monitoring enables early detection and intervention. Smart medical devices predict health issues before they become critical, while IoT-enabled hospitals streamline patient care and resource management. The economic and environmental benefits of the Internet and IoT are equally profound. Digital commerce has opened endless opportunities for businesses, enabling small enterprises to reach global markets. IoT optimization saves billions in operational costs. New job markets have emerged in data science, IoT development, and digital services. Smart grids optimize energy distribution, and connected sensors monitor and reduce pollution, while intelligent building systems minimize resource waste. Education and knowledge sharing have also been transformed. Online learning platforms democratize access to education, while real-time data collection advances research. IoT devices create interactive learning environment. Knowledge sharing becomes instant and borderless. However, with great progress come challenges and implications. Privacy concerns require robust data protection, and cybersecurity threats demand constant vigilance. Digital divides need to be bridged, and the energy consumption of connected devices raises environmental questions. As technology continues to advance, AI and IoT will further integrate into our lives. Smart cities will become the norm. Healthcare will become more predictive, and education more personalized. The true potential of the Internet and IoT lies in how we harness these technologies to create a better, more connected world, one that balances progress with responsibility.
Welcome back. Did you know that there are over 10 billion devices connected to the internet, and this number is projected to hit 30 billion by 2030? Discover more intriguing did you know facts about the internet and IoT on Tech Trivia.
Did you know? The original internet was created in 1969 by ARPANET, a U.S. defense research project. The internet weighs approximately 50 grams, about the weight of a strawberry. calculated based on the weight of electrons in motion. The term Internet of Things was coined by Kevin Ashton in 1999 to describe a system where the internet was connected to the physical world via sensors. The first IoT device was a Coca-Cola vending machine at Carnegie Mellon University in 1982, programmed to report its inventory and temperature. The IoT generates an estimated 79 zettabytes of data annually, equivalent to 79 trillion gigabytes. Every second, approximately 127 new IoT devices connect to the internet. By 2025, the average person is expected to interact with IoT devices nearly 4,800 times per day. Over 10 billion devices are connected to the internet, and this number is expected to reach 30 billion by 2030. Around 70% of households in developed countries have at least one smart device, such as smart speakers or thermostats. With the rise of IoT devices, cyber attacks targeting these devices have increased, highlighting the need for strong security measures.
Enjoying TechnyFire? Coming up on Insight, a multi-award winning trailblazer from a pan-African tech institution is transforming Africa through digital innovation. It will share insights on the relationship between internet, IoT, and data, and how they are revolutionizing our lives. Don't miss it. Welcome back. Offering insights into the internet, IoT, and data relationship is Dr. Krishnan Ranganath, a regional executive for West Africa at Africa Data Centers. With over 30 years of expertise, Dr. Krish drives digital transformation across Africa through integrated data centers, cloud solutions, and connectivity services. Recently named Digital Economy Trailblazer of the Year at the 2025 Digital Innovation Awards in Ghana, Dr. Krish is a pioneer who holds the record for building the most data centers in West Africa. He is indeed a trailblazer. Dr. Krish.
Hey, Dapo, how are you?
Good to see you. Nice to meet you. It's been a lot of security. I've tried coming in, but I have to use my ID, my government ID. Why?
Of course, it's a secured location. You know, data centers are one of the highly secured locations under the sun.
Wow, wonderful.
Because we manage somebody else's data.
Wonderful. So it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle for you to come into a data center. Of
course. Even you are not even seen 10%. That's what I always say.
Good to see you, Dr.
Same here.
Thank you so much.
Please come.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much.
Come on.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
To go through this, please.
All right.
You are from which company?
We are from TVC. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, good to have you, Dr. Krish. Can we get to meet you?
It's nice to have you guys here. I'm Krish, as you know my name as Krish, and handle the West Africa business for Africa Data Centers, and we are a part of the bigger group called Cassava Group or Castech. I can say in a simple word that we are one of the biggest IT conglomerates in Africa. We are growing. You can see it's a small entry facility for Nigeria, a small data center. We currently operate Kenya, South Africa, and Lagos, Nigeria now.
So apparently, what do you really do?
Have you heard about archives, correct, storages? So in a very layman's language, I can say that, it's a digital archive or digital storage or secured locations to have your data, and a connectivity ecosystem. So that is what it is.
So what's a data?
For example, okay, you might have seen when you came into the office, they asked you for your government ID, am I correct? So there are a lot of data captured in that. like your name, your place of birth, your address, your family details maybe, So this is very critical, correct? And these are critical data. I mean, any information is captured on a digital way, which is highly confidential and which is more needed and which is critical rather.
What's the difference between data and internet?
Of course, internet is a medium, correct? So it is like, what is internet? It is a medium to communicate. That is, in a layman's language, we can explain that way, correct? What is data? Data is I can say, is not a byproduct, it's the main product rather. Without data, there is no validity for internet. Okay, if for example, now we all go to Google or YouTube and watch movies. So that movie is a data, correct? So there's a content, it is sitting somewhere. So the internet, it always connects you to that data or that available resources, correct? So that is the difference.
Like you've been in this game for 20 years, and you're like a bridge between the old and the new, the olden days and the present days. So can you relate? What's the difference?
Dapo, actually seeing that, rightly mentioned, we are the bridge. We are the fortunate generation, which can see the old and the new Gen Zs, correct? So there's a huge gap. We are seeing everything, we are in the middle. So when we look at that, all time also data was there. Okay, it was not there, but not in this format, not in the digital format. If you go into the old time banks, correct? Of course, you walk into a banking hall, there's a big ledger. Okay, they go into your folio, okay, your account number, then they verify, okay, you are giving them a check. If your account number is correct, is your signature, okay, signature used to be a signature card. They verify your signature. All things were there in those times also. If you go back into, I can say the Stone Ages, the data was there, but not kept in this way. What we are keeping in this way, the way I can say is a digital way of doing it. That's the only difference. Everything was there, but we are changing the approaches.
What's the role of AI in all this, really?
AI is practically taking over your life, So maybe I can say last couple of years back, your schedule. Okay, you are getting up at 7 o'clock, okay, or 6 o'clock, then you go for a walk, you come back, you have a coffee, you take shower, you get into the office, everything is in your hand. Now, more or less, AI has taken over it. So it gives you your behavior. Of course, one way it is very good because it gives you valid outputs based on individuals, based on behaviors. That behavior is not limiting to individuals, correct? Based on businesses. So it gives you more futuristic and predictive analysis of things if you use it in the right way. So every tech has a plus and a minus. Okay, minus of course the way how people use it. Okay, we can't blame for that. We can't blame anybody for that. It is approach, or that's why in Nigeria also 1.5 years back, the honorable minister came up with a framework for how to use AI, how to not to use AI.
So where do you have these data centers?
Okay, globally, if you look at, we have around a number between 8,000 to 9,000 data centers globally, and more than 45 to 50% is based in the US. A substantial percentage is in the Europe. Africa, in 54 countries, what we have is around a number between 180 to 190 is the numbers within Africa, and which is more focused again, South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria. These are the three focal areas. Nigeria, apparently we have around 14 data centers as of now, and more are coming in Nigeria.
So what's the future like what's the future generally? Can you paint up the future? What does it look like to you?
You remember in the old times, all the oil-rich nations, oil was the money. Oil was everything, correct? Now data is everything. So data is the new oil, and actually that is a fact, because if you look at any action, you need to validate it, correct? Okay, let's take Nigeria as an example. 225 to 230 million people we are talking about. So that is the data. And without that numbers, you can't do anything. The government can't plan anything, correct? And how many of them are in each of the state, in each of the 774 local governments. These are valid data, valid inputs, correct, to take any kind of decisions or do any kind of planning. So that is where it goes. It literally goes into that line.
So what advice do you have for people out there that are listening to you now?
The thing is that, change is the only one thing which is constant. It is evolving. As you rightly mentioned a while ago, we are one of those generations which have seen the past, today and the future, and even the future, correct? We understand where we are, where this is going. So, first thing first, there's a trust factor, and technology is trying to drive everything whether you like it or not. This is what it is. A human life is driven by technology. So unless you believe in that, you won't be comfortable there. So I'm not forcing anybody to believe it, but you understand it, go along with it. Wherever you need to make corrections, you make corrections, the technology will make corrections. That is how the ecosystem need to grow. See, from a human perspective, human and technology perspective, these are covered up by global practices. Various measures has been taken in place, put it in place, correct? So that is what only I can say. We can put those things in place and we can actually make it happen, make it work. I can't run a data center, or nobody can run a data center without secured infrastructure, because it is to secure your own data. It shouldn't go into the wrong hands, because there is always a right and a wrong. So that wrong can be 0.001%, but that can cause a problem. You can't nullify it, you can minimize it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Krish, for being on the show. And I hope Dr. Krish has been able to share enough insights on the relationship between the internet, IoT, and data. Now, let's dive into TechWise, where we explore the internet safety and smart surfing tips. Always remember, think before you click, think before you connect. Are you one of those that connect to free Wi-Fi at malls and airports? Pull a chair. You need to hear this crucial message about the dangers of public Wi-Fi. Sure, public Wi-Fi is convenient, but it's also dangerous. So you need to think before you click and think before you connect. Connecting to unsecured public Wi-Fi can expose you to threats like man-in-the-middle attacks. You see, cyber criminals can secretly position themselves between your device and the network, monitoring everything you do online. Password and data theft. Your confidential information, including login credentials and banking details, becomes an easy target. Malware distribution. Public networks serve as a perfect breeding ground for viruses and harmful software. Rogue hotspots. Deceptive networks masquerade as legitimate ones, luring unsuspecting users. Unencrypted data. Be mindful of the fact that your information travels unprotected through open networks, visible to anyone watching. So, to browse safely on public Wi-Fi, you must use a VPN, enable firewall, keep your software updated, ensure all websites displaying the HTTPS security protocol. Avoid sensitive transactions like banking or shopping on public networks. Better still, consider switching to cellular data for better protection. So, before connecting to any public network, pause, calm down, and consider the risks. Remember that security should always take precedence over convenience. Keep your digital life protected. Stay safe, stay wise, tech wise. We are already wrapping up on this edition of TechnyFire. But before we exit, let's take a moment to highlight your feedback on your last question. Thank you all for the feedback. Those responses mean a lot to us. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts on today's question. What concerns do you have about living in an increasingly connected world? We would love to hear from you. Connect with us via www.technyfire.net or Dapo Aruwajoye at technyfire.net and all our social media platforms to share your insights. Thank you all for joining us on this enlightening episode. Together, we have explored the history of the internet, the power of IoT and data, and how they are impacting on our lives. Stay tuned for more tech discussions in the future. I am Dapo Aruwajoye, the TechnyFire. Until next time, stay curious and safe. Bye for now, and see you next time on TechnyFire.